Hello, welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot. I'm so grateful that you are here. My name is Wendy. I work with energy, and the energy that I've picked up late this evening is somebody that suffers from e-cups. Random e-cups. Could be you, could be somebody that you know. Or it could be, I feel, somebody that you know, but possibly could be in separation, okay? Now, I had to check up on this, what is causing e-cups, because it was so random. And what I found out that e-cups is all to do with, it's connected to the central nervous system, okay? And what can affect e-cups is either drugs or alcohol, eating too much or too fast, chewing a lot of chewing gums or boiled sweets, that's gathering a lot of air that creates e-cups. But on the psychological aspects and the emotional, it's very, very much to do with stress, emotional stress, and it feels to me that hold on, let me see what I've got here. Yeah, it seems very much that it's all to do with self-esteem or lack of self-esteem. On the negative aspects, and I feel this is what's created these e-cups, and especially if it's to do with addictions, it could be smoking or drinking. It feels more worthless, that the person is feeling worthlessness or envy or self-doubt or feeling belittled. Well, I also checked up on, I got Buttercup. Now, you might like Buttercups. Buttercups reminds me of my childhood when I used to pick up a Buttercup and put it under your chin, and if it shines bright, actually I can't even remember what it actually meant. What did it mean if it just shines bright? Oh, well, let's just say it means that good things are coming your way. Okay. Now, but when I picked up, I started checking up on remedies, because with e-cups, you can, it's, especially if it becomes a problem to you or to a person in question who this is going to resonate with, medication or using different supplements that can help with e-cups. And also practicing deep breathing will be helpful. Exercising and walking in nature, taking short breaks, and also light meals, okay? Now, I looked into Batch Remedies and Sun Essence. They're all Batch original flower remedies, and what I got from here, that will be really good just to calm down the nervous system, a couple of drops. And I feel that this is all coinciding with what I'm picking up for particular collective who is in separation. And I feel also that this is somebody who is in the dark night of the soul. Could be masculine or feminine, or male or female, let's say. And it feels to block out this heartbreak, the separation. I could see this person standing at the bar or sitting at the bar, drinking a lot, crying, upset, but also can also put on a mask and pretend that everything is fine. But they're constantly thinking about you. So it feels as if it feels this dark night of the soul, but put the mask on and pretending that everything is fine, but it isn't. Now, what I also got from here is a song, and I don't know if I should sing it to you. And the song is by Delegation, and it's called Where Is the Love We Used to Know. So I checked it out. I haven't heard this song for absolute years, and it was first released in 1976. Now, even 76, you could be a 70s baby, but it was also, I think, re-released again in the 80s, so you could be 70s or 80s baby, who this might resonate for. Now, when I went through the words to the song, it was just so significant to E-cups and somebody that's blocking their emotions through drugs or alcohol. That was the energy that I'm picking up, okay? So the song is, not sure to sing it or just to give you the words, because the words is very, very significant. I think I'll give you the words to it. You can check out the song anyway. It's by Delegation. And it's called Where Is the Love We Used to Know. So this is what it says. Where is the love we used to know? How did we lose it? Where did it go? We had a love to last a long time. Nobody's love was stronger than mine. What am I going to do to stop these tears from falling? I lie awake at night and I can hear you calling. What am I going to say when our friends ask about you? I guess I'll just pretend I'm better off without you. I look in the mirror and I see a broken man. It's such a sorry sight to see. Now we're not together. Who's going to make my plans? It don't make any difference to me, baby. How can I find my way without your love to guide me? I stop and close my eyes and feel you deep inside me. How can I face the world when there's no way to find you? You took your love away and closed the door behind you. What good is tomorrow when nothing's right today? I can't stop holding on to you. All I got are memories. That brings me back yesterdays when all that I believed in was true, baby. Okay, so the words seems to be so symbolic, and it's what I'm picking up. And it's feeling very sad, very emotional. It feels like this person in particular is feeling really broken, but disguising it, hiding it, putting a mask on, putting a fake smile on, but inside is absolutely broken. Now, what I also got drawn to, the song itself, or the group that it was by Delegation. I also felt there possibly could be somebody that could delegate the communication on behalf of the other person. Okay, so it feels like some form of communication is going to be happening. Or you two, if you're in separation and this resonates with you, you are going to come together and talk. Okay. Also, when I finished finding that out and about batch remedies and what's good for, or what creates E-cups and what's good for it, or what causes it and what's good for the remedy to ease the E-cups, because I kept feeling just random E-cups. Just happens. The time was 2024 when I finished searching. So I checked up on the time of 2024. And 2024 means self-discovery, mental well-being, personal growth, balancing spiritual and material aspects, and infusing confidence. Okay? So it feels as if What's happening right now, it feels this person has been through the dark night of the soul. And it's all to do with self-discovery. Okay. 2024 also represents new beginnings. It also represents great rewards and learning to create balance in your life, not following what is outside, but to listen to what is inside of you. We're also in 2024, which is also representing the year of the dragon, which is representing authority, prosperity, and a good fortune. So I feel that masculine energy that I'm picking up right now. And we're also still in Saturn return, and that is also represent authority, and it's to do with the masculine energy. Also, of course, 2024 and Saturn returning is also representing karma, because it's 8. 2024 is a number 8, which is also prosperity and abundance, but it's also to do with karmic. It signifies transformation, death and rebirth, and it's also to do with the cycle, which is Scorpio, which is, I feel Scorpio is, which is Pluto. You can check on that, where Pluto is in line with Saturn. So I'm just thinking somehow Scorpio is somehow connected to Saturn, okay? So that's what I've got. So if this resonates with you, then this possibly could be your reading, okay? So, so it feels to me that this person has gone through the dark night of the soul, is in separation, masking their emotions, feeling everything has a knock-on effect, and it feels to me this physical, because I mentioned physical the other day in my reading, it's having a knock-on effect physically. It's affecting the body physically, and E-cups is one of them. And I feel it's also related to addictions, okay? Okay, let's see what comes out here. Let's see where he is. I ask the divine to bring more clarity to the person in question of who is struggling in silence, who's masking their emotions, who's feeling emotionally gutted for the separation. I do feel it's a twin flame connection in separation. Masculine energy. Oh, okay. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Art to art conversation. A little fly. Art to eye conversation, okay. Children could be involved in this separation. I've got a little fly buzzing around again. Might be because it's getting dark. I've got my lights on and my windows open a bit because it's been hot today. Children, your love life has been affected by children. I do feel that there is children involved in the separation, which is also affecting the masculine of the separation of, I feel, losing his family, not only his twin flame but also children. An art-to-art conversation needs to be had. I do feel that the feminine wants to talk, but it feels like he's not ready to talk when you look at this picture. It's like the female wants to talk, but the masculine don't. Okay. Honestly discuss feelings with each other. Why won't the masculine talk? Because he looks in this picture that he's just finding it very difficult to talk about his emotions. Opening up to his fears, I feel. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, and to free yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. I'm picking up from here right now, because it's to do with karma and karmic. It's to do with the Saturn And it's also Pluto, Scorpio I'm picking up, okay? It feels to me, could be that you could have in your 2 children, little girl, little boy, dogs, could breed dogs. It could also be that you've known each other for a long time. Dogs represent loyalty also. So I'm picking up there's been some disloyalty, mistrust. Because this card, love yourself first, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And so it feels as if there's been some mistrust in the relationship, and that's why the separation happened. I'm picking up now from this card, because even though you got the divine here, you got like cherubs, it's like cherubs here. And it's the female that wants to talk, but he seems to be in a rush to move out. So it's like he's not committed. Got it. Okay, because he's been in the dark night of the soul and it's all to do with drugs and alcohol, he's not committed. It feels to me that he is just playing around, masking his emotions, just fulfilling his needs, just to pass the time away. But it's not the person that he dreams about at night when he's on his own and he's in complete silence. And that's the time when reality kicks in of the truth, that he's really missing you. That's what I'm picking up from there. It's time to take back control of your life. It feels as if he's becoming out of control with everything he's doing. I think addictions has really played havoc on his life. It could be playing havoc where it's to do with his children. There's been instability, debts. The word I just got is life has gone to pot. That's the energy is. It just feels gone to pot. And he's just shut emotionally down, but it's affected him now physically. That's the energy I'm picking up from there. Okay. Underneath the deck, whether the situation involves marriage, it is a marriage. There is passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I do feel that in the song itself, it said that when he's, I think it was when he was in bed. Let me just read that a minute. My cat was lying all over this paper then. Cats represent independence. Cats also represents, in the day they're domesticated, but at night they'll go off and do their own thing, and it feels as if that's what this masculine's like, or was like, and still is. There's something hidden about his personality, something that broke up the relationship because there was a different, it feels like this dark, hidden aspect that he didn't share, but at the same time now, he's longing for his beloved, and he feels her. And in the song, it did say, I close my eyes and I feel you deep inside me. How can I face the world when there's no way to find you? And this could be the masculine or feminine, but it feels as if it's a divine connection that one of them has met up on the 5D and connects in dream state. Okay. I'm picking something else up a bit darker there as well, which I've mentioned in one of my readings, but I'll just leave it for now. But that can also represent, it feels a player energy and it feels addictions. It feels incubus and succubus energy right now. It's disguised, it's masked. He doesn't know that he's got any attachments. But at the same time, he's hurting because of what he's lost, because he's not seeing it. And that's what it is. Because he's not seeing his own ways and what he contributed to the relationship, which was nothing. It seems nothing, really. It was all as if he was doing what he was meant to do, but he didn't. Something was hidden. And something was hidden. So yeah, this one, I will get that clarified. Release your ex, I've got here. Your time has come to clear your energy. Okay. It really is. When you look at this one, the wings, and there's the wings there. You may be dreaming of your divine counterpart in a 5D, but I'm picking up you need to cleanse your energy. Sorry to say, but just cleanse your energy and ask for protection in your dream state, because he's thinking of you that much, that energetic cord is still attached. So the connection you had passionately is using that passion with somebody else, but he's still thinking of you. He's still thinking of you, and he's trying to find somebody like you, but it's not you. And because of that, he's always left empty at the end of the night, lonely. And he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the connection and why he's still longing for you, because it's the cord to the unconditional love, but it's energetically, I was going to say contaminated. That's interesting to say that. Okay. Okay. I feel that this is awakening. This is part of his awakening now. He's going through what you've gone through, what the Divine Feminine has gone through. He's going through that dark night of the soul. He's looking at himself in the mirror and seeing who he is. And he's not liking who he is. It was a codependent relationship. Because even in the song, it did say, now that we're not together, who's going to make my plans? So it feels as if the feminine always was in control of the house, the home, the family, work. He didn't contribute to anything. And I did say that not long ago. It's like he didn't give anything breadcrumbs. And it feels as if you just had enough. You just had enough. And it's not, but since then, the masculine energy has just felt complete sorry for himself, and stayed in the pub. That's the energy, just to drink his sorrows away, and be a player. But it's not what he wants. But that's what he manifested into his reality, because he would be happy to go to the pub than actually be with his family. But now he hasn't got his family and he's in the pub and he wants his family. But he's still in the pub and he's not making them changes. But he's becoming aware of what he's lost. And he's becoming aware that he doesn't know what his future is. He doesn't know what his plans are. He knows his world is tumbling around him. He knows that everything is lost in chaos. It's like he's running on fresh air. He's just in this, what would be the word? Like an autopilot. It's like a to and fro from pub, home. At the moment, I don't know if he's working, but it just feels pub, home, pub, home. And it's that maybe bringing women back, or it could be the, reversal. I don't know. But deep within the heart, he's constantly thinking of is divine love, is love, is feminine. Okay. It's quite sad, really. What would he like to say to her? If he could, because I feel that somebody's going to be like a middle person. Something is happening here. There's going to be a change. It's if you may possibly hear from somebody. You might get a text or a phone call from somebody who knows this person. Maybe to tell you that they're not well, or that they're concerned for them, but it feels that you're going to hear something. Wow. That's what I feel. Are you going to pick up the phone? Are you going to listen to what they've got to say? Are you going to do whatever needs to be done? It's like, but it was codependent. And he's in the dark night of the soul. It's something that he's got to learn himself. Or are you going to go in and rescue? I regret lying to you. Okay. What was the lie about? What was the lie about? What was the lie about in this relationship? What was the lie about? What was the lie about in this relationship? I'm picking up lying, thieving, cheating, manipulating. Just very toxic. But no, it feels he's suffering. I regret lying to you. And like I said, no gender specific. Could be a reversal. It could be masculine watching this, where it was to do with their female counterpart. Okay. I left when I saw you with someone. It's time for me to heal now. I love you unconditionally. We will be together again. I left when I saw you with someone. Now that was in the song. What am I going to do to stop these tears from falling? I lie awake at night. No, not something I read about the door. I stop and close my eyes and I feel you deep inside me. No, I've seen it. I've got to have a look. Hold on. How did we lose? Oh yeah. You took your love away and closed the door behind you. You took your love away and closed the door behind you. I left when I saw you with someone else, so I feel that you knew that there was cheating. And that's what ended it. even though you love this person unconditionally. And this person that I'm talking about, masculine or feminine, is regretting lying to you, and it's time for me to heal now. We will be together again once the healing has taken place. What have I got here? I wonder if you are happy without me. This is what he's wondering when he's like on his own at night. Sometimes I stay awake thinking of you. That goes to that song as well. I want to feel you again. Wants to physically feel you again. It's going through the dark night of the soul. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I know I messed up everything. I want you. The timing just wasn't right for us. Okay. What else do I need? Yeah, I feel that somebody's going to be stepping in and to help this masculine. I don't feel this person is going to be I don't feel this person is going to be rescuing them, but I think they're going to be helping them. So it could be an unexpected friend or relative that's going to step in and help. Self-love and setting out intentions, and it was all to do with self-love. It's time for me to heal now. He's coming out, it's like he's starting to come out and see it. He's seeing a bit of light. I just looked at my candle. It's not really going really well. It's like he can see a bit of light. It's time to take back control of your life. This is where he's at. Start taking control. And I think Saturn returning, that energy, is helping this masculine, or helping masculines in the collective to come out. And now I can't speak for everybody, but freedom again. That was free yourself, freedom. Uranus, it's Uranus, that's also Saturn. I can't remember what. Oh, it was Aquarius, wasn't it? Sure it is. Memories, nostalgic, and that's what he's thinking. Mercury, messages, travel, communication. Messages in a bottle. You could be getting text messages when this person's had a drink. Could be telling you the truth. How they really feel. You could live at a distance from each other. Pluto, transformation, Scorpio. I mentioned Scorpio, didn't I? Pluto, transformation, endings and new beginnings. Got the butterfly, but it's, you see how dark it is though. It's still shadow, the dark night of the soul. But transformation is happening. It's recognising your own shadow self, recognising your own flaws, recognising your own, what you contributed or what you didn't contribute to it, to the relationship, what created this breakdown. I do feel it fair. I don't know on which side. It feels more of the masculine side, but it could have been, it's masculine energy anyway, that I feel, because, and like I said, no gender specific. But a transformation is happening. And this is where I'm kind of picking up, even when I look at that, when round circle, it reminds me of that Scorpio. Completion. I feel that you've been in this separation where you've both have transformed, you both I've looked at what was the problem, what created that problem. So you're both independently learning. And maybe that is what, when I said dedication. Oh, you can tell it's Mercury retrograde now, isn't it? So delegation, communication, delegation, talking honestly about your feelings, about all the mistakes you've made. Yeah. Let's see what else comes out of you now. It seems to bring a lot more clarity. Oh, well, I just, right underneath Venus. I think Venus is Libra. Libra came out the other day in one of my readings. I think it's the air energy. Fulfillment in wish, it's making a wish. Feels like wishing on a star. I'm wishing on a star. I wonder where you are. So far away from me. So far away. Did I have that before? And I'm wishing of the rainbows that I see. I'm wishing of the people who da-da-da. Yeah, I'm sure I sang that song before. Third eye, the third eye is blocked. I all seem to see that card is blocked, the third eye, because look how dark it is. It's like a shadow, dark shadow, burned, blocked. This is in shadow. So you're wishing for something, you've got to make sure what you're wishing for. So be careful what you wish for, or else you'll be wishing for the same toxicity. You can still love that person unconditionally, but if it's still attached to toxic behaviour, that is what you'll get. Okay? So if you've got time apart, you're in separation and you would like to get back together, that would be your wish. Then it is about art to art conversation, being honest, being completely honest with each other, and then working slowly towards building it slowly back up again. I feel trust needs to be built back up. Decisions needs to be made, and it's about past and suffering. I feel that the feminine has really suffered in the separation. But while in separation, empowerment has taken place, self-worth and expectations. So fire energy, so it's Leo, Aries or Sagittarius. Have a look at your moon's moon, sun and rising. Your moon sign, your sun sign and your rising sign, okay? That's just like what I mentioned about the candle. It wasn't really burning very well at the time, and it feels as if some light is being shone on. It feels forgiveness. It feels self-recognition of the part they played as well. It's like, it feels like that action and reaction, triggers, projections. Attraction, Mars. Mars is also Aries. Mars is also Scorpio, if I remember rightly. Cycles, completion and change. and that reminds me of Scorpio, but also reminds me of that freedom. Okay, so it's been a completion here, a completed cycle, and this is what I said at the very beginning. It 2024, that was the number I had on the clock, and it is actually the year of the dragon this year, and it's all to do with authority, prosperity, and good return, good fortune. And so, because it's the year of karma and karmic, it's weighing out the scales, and it's about seeing the truth. We're not perfect. None of us is perfect. We've all got our issues, and we're constantly learning. But it feels to me that the masculine energy refused to took you for granted. Took you for granted. As if you're always going to be there. And they pushed it too far, and I feel like it was an affair. But while in the separation, I feel both parties are really thinking about this. Whoever was the person who had the affair, it feels as if there's a lot of reflection and transformation from it. A lot has been learned from it. Action, courage and beginnings, such Jupiter energy is coming in. He's going to come in and talk to you and tell you the truth and how he feels. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. All the sparks and passion. Karma, yeah. That's just what I've said. It's weighing out the scales. Karma. I think the dark night of the soul is for the masculine energies. Like I said, no gender specific, but so a lesson has been learned here. Something that they needed to learn that they've always repeated. And they're starting to see it. They're starting to see their own addictive behaviour, toxic behaviour, their playaways, their lying, their cheating, stealing, manipulating. Masculine, that's what I'm picking out, because this is really player energy to me. Love you today, gone tomorrow. And he's recognised that it doesn't mean anything to him. It's like an emptiness. It feels the energy I'm picking up, and it's not who he wants. And it's because he hasn't got no self-respect. And with the E-cups and everything, it was all to do with when you're feeling worthless or self-doubting or belittling, and it feels as if somebody just got beaten down. So it needs to be a lot of healing. Somebody's going to step in and help out. It could be also the divine helping out with this. Yeah, I feel divine, because that's what I just got straight away. Present, abundance, gratitude, reunion and soul ties. Higher self and activation. I've got to take it that way because it was reversal. It's the feminine. The feminine's not quite... Well, that came out then, so that would have been the higher self and activation. And then feminine. Alchemy, the ancestrals is in to bring this back together. You've been in separation for quite a while, and it needs to come back together. And to talk, to be honest with each other. I don't think you two spoke the truth before because it was still in toxic energy. You kept everything hidden, but the masculines really is suffering. They have been suffering while in separation, recognising the consequences of their own actions, but also for the females might have had an affair or done whatever, but whatever happened anyway, it separated you both. Underneath the deck, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Look at the baking, look at that. I'm saying baking because it's like baking in the divine. Look at this. Of emotion. It's kind of opening that emotional door to really be honest with your feelings. You can see all these faces up here. It's like the divine. It could be even be family members in spirit, and also your spirit guides are helping and bringing this energy down, so both of you can come into union, because this is to do with the ancestral guides. Okay, for you to talk, because something needs to. I'm sorry. Wow, this in the physical. See that underground, something that was hidden in shadow, but you've seen it on the divine 5D, because we did have that, and also the masculine energy saying he feel you, and vice versa. It's vice versa. It's a two-way energy. Okay. I feel that the feminines has really healed, or started to heal anyway, but as you pull away, the masculine is feeling you. But it's coming back in to, the divine is opening up the doorway for you to talk, and it's all going to depend on this connection, this coming together, and what's going to be spoken. And when I mentioned dedicating, somebody's going to come in and out, then it is the divine. It is the divine. That's helping. Your ancestrals, that's helping. I'm sorry, defenseless, righting past wrongs and uprooting. I feel that they're moving on. Not moving on from each other. It feels as if rooting belongs to past childhood woundings, letting go of the past, letting go of maybe the area, maybe uprooting from, the area, the community where it's toxic and it's low vibe. Masculine energy is thinking of moving away from that. And, or this is what will be discussed. If we start again, let's move away. Let's start again. Okay? Longing for home, homesick for the stars. You both are home to each other. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. I feel that the feminine energy is that support round her, but also, because I was going to say, even though the feminine energy has had, the divine feminine has had support from the divine as well as people around, she's still longed for the masculine, but the masculine has been in the dark night of the soul, in toxic energy, in player energy, but they're coming out of that now. They're ready to come out, and that's where you will both connect again. And my left ear is really ringing. I wonder what that means, the left ear. Let me see if I can find that, see if that will tell me. Let's see if it says. Taking ring in your left ear as a warning from the universe that something is spiritually amiss and in need of your attention. Okay, that kind of represents the third eye blocked. Okay. Something is spiritually amiss and in need of your attention. Interpret ringing in the left ear as a sign that you're on the wrong path and need to readjust, or as a sign that the energies of people around you are negatively affecting you. And I had just mentioned that you will be talking about moving out, moving from where you live, moving away from toxic people. Could be friends that you've had for years and years and years. It's like moving away from this toxic energy because you're in need to shift your energy, and I feel that the masculine energy is becoming more consciously aware of their surroundings. So when you two come together, because it is going to happen, it is going to happen, and when it does, I think that's when you're going to start deciding to, or he's going to decide to move away from these toxic friends, so-called friends that's keeping him in toxic energy. I got summertime. Wow. And it's coming for you. Wow. It's coming for you. Next month. I feel that realization has come in the summertime. I'm picking up July now. June, July, August. So over those 3 months. And we're still in August, which is still classed as summer. It's coming for you next month, which is then October. I've mentioned October and September before. Distract yourself from the waiting game. Right, okay. For the feminines, you still carry on doing what you're doing. The masculine energy is making these changes because they're being forced to see the light by the divine, by their family members in spirit, and by their ancestors, because it's the masculine energy that the divine feminines has been working really hard to clear away all this toxic past life, been doing a lot of clearing in bloodline and everything else, and the masculine energy, and detaching energetically from the masculine in the twin flame journey. And so the masculine has felt that energy gone and is longing for it. And even though he's still been in that player energy, he can't feel you anymore. So that incubus, succubus energy is not being transmuted to the people, whoever he is sleeping with. It's been cut, it's been cleaned away, because the divine feminine has cleans it all away. So the masculine energy has felt that loss now massively, and in deep regret and sorrow. But with that, he's starting to see the light. He's starting to really look at his own toxicity and the connections that he had in his relationship, and also what parts did also the friends play that he was invested in the pub. That's the energy I'm picking up. He's looking at it. He's being forced to look at it. Okay. What else do I want? Think for the divine feminine. Earth Guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Okay, sweetheart? That's for you, Divine Feminines. Well, you all are anyway. We all deserve love and to be loved. Okay, the masculine energy is just starting self-love, self-healing, self-love. And that's what it's about. When we go into separation, we have to discover self-love. We move out of codependency and into independent. You can independently love somebody unconditionally. But it's very difficult to love them unconditionally if you're still dependent on them. You become just codependent, and love comes with conditions. And divine counterparts ends up in separation, which I've said in some of my other readings, so I don't need to talk about that. I do feel though that the masculine energy is coming out. There's no more to come out of that one, so yeah. Simply love and be loved. Okay. And last, let's see. What would the masculine love to tell his divine feminine? What would he love to tell his divine feminine? Only time will tell. And what would the divine feminine love to tell the divine masculine? Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. So the divine feminine, what she's telling the divine masculine, is to look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay? And what the masculine is telling the feminine, only time will tell. He's looking. He's going to be looking. That's beautiful. Underneath the deck. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Beautiful. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. It's all in divine timing, and it's happening very, very soon. Within a month, it's going to be happening. So get yourself ready. Okay. Well, actually, no, I'll retract that. Just carry on doing what you're doing. It's all going to come in. It's all happening in divine timing. But it is happening. It's going to happen for you to speak your truth, and for them to listen, and for them to also speak their truth, and for you to listen. Okay? It's about mutual respect and loyalty, because that's what those dogs represented here. And faithfulness. No, dogs represent faithfulness, don't they? They're faithful. They're faithful to each other. Don't matter what happens, they're still faithful. But yeah, it's still faithful and loyalty. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Being faithful and being loyal. One or the other can get destroyed in a relationship. Either one becomes disloyal or unfaithful. No, actually, it would be both, wouldn't it, really? You're disloyal if you're unfaithful. Okay, interesting. Which is true. It's so true. Okay, I'll leave that there, and thank you so much for joining me. And God bless.